Guys, current unified heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua, joined a Black Lives Matter protest in Watford, England earlier this morning. Now, I'm pretty sure anyone watching this video is aware of why these protests are happening around the world. And that is because a man by the name of George Floyd was basically killed on while he was being filmed by a police officer in Minneapolis back in May 25th. I believe it was Memorial Day, if I'm not mistaken. He was the officer was pressing his knee on the back of George Floyd's neck while he was on the floor, already handcuffed. He was doing that for absolutely no reason. The guy was not a threat to him. He was handcuffed. During this whole time, George Floyd was pleading with him to stop, saying that he couldn't breathe. The officer did not give two fucks. He stayed with his knee on the back of George Floyd's neck, and George Floyd ended up dying from that. You literally see his life gets sucked out of him, and he passes out on the ground, and he ends up being pronounced dead. He probably died right there, and it was all caught on film. You guys have probably seen it. And this caused something that I've never seen in my lifetime, and that is this huge amount of protests that's been going on around the world, especially here in the US. But as you can see, it's also going on around, it even went as far as to England. And I've seen other countries like New Zealand, they were marching and protesting. And a lot of the protesters were demanding that these four officers that were involved in this would be basically jailed for murder. And they've all been charged, by the way, which is a good thing. I was disgusted when I saw that video, and it was terrible to see. It kind of reminded me of Eric Garner 4 years ago. No, actually more, maybe 6 years ago. A guy by the name of Eric Garner also was pinned down on the ground, and he was held. There was literally like four officers on his back, and he was telling them he couldn't breathe, and he ended up dying because of the amount of force that they had on him while they were literally choking him out while he was on the ground. They had him on a headlock, and he ended up dying from that. But this is something I've never seen before. Like the amount of people that have gone and protested the killing of George Floyd. I've never seen anything like it. This has really it's really created a movement that I've never seen in my lifetime until this day, where people are protesting, saying that we need to stop police brutality. We need to stop police brutality on black people. And they've been protesting ever since George Floyd was killed. And I've seen a few celebrities doing this, like Jamie Foxx. I saw him in one of the protests. Anthony Joshua has done this now. I saw Deontay Wilder put a video. I've seen a few celebrities, even like in the NFL. Some of the guys in the NFL were taking a knee, and I don't think this is a bad thing. I think this is a good thing, because people are trying to the protesters are trying to tell the world, the United States, that police brutality is not right. It was wrong what they did to George Floyd. The way he was literally killed. All that officer had to do was take his knee out. There was no reason for that officer to hold his knee like that while the guy was arrested. He was absolutely like he couldn't do anything. He was already in handcuffs, and it was like he just didn't care. I was disgusted when I saw that. So when these celebrities go out and they do stuff like this, or the people in the NFL take a knee, this, in my opinion, helps people, the world get aware of what's going on, and that this needs to stop.